Hello guys, this is Puerto Rican and today I have the Trayvax Strike Field Knife. Hello guys, this is Puerto Rican and today I have another knife in the channel, and this is a knife by Trayvax, the Trayvax Trek Field Knife. Woo! This Trayvax Field Knife is not like your typical field knife that has wooden handle, plastic handle, like a all beat up edge. It just looks super nice, super clean, and it's just different. So I think they're doing a great job keeping the minimalist design looking super elegant. When you buy this knife, it's gonna come with a leather sheet that's gonna have two different options in the back. Like you can mount it straight up and down like this, or you can mount it sideways if you want to do some of that tactical carry knife or stuff like that. I don't do any of that, so I just carry the knife upside down like this on my like 4 or 5 o'clock position. This is the first time I carry a fixed edge knife like this, and what this sheet is doing is like awesome. Like, it's keeping the knife super close to my body, and it does not make you carry the knife slow where you can see like under your shirt and all that kind of stuff. Like when you carry this knife, it's actually really tight to your body and it's really concealed. So I like that because I don't work outdoors or anything like that. When you're gonna pick up this knife is gonna cost you $169.99, and that's a little expensive for some people, but if you want to look for something that is quality, this is the perfect knife to get. It's made out of S35VN steel, and that's a great steel. I have a S35 Benchmade that I bought a couple months ago. I have a video somewhere here, and the edge is staying sharp the entire time. I had no complaints about that, and this knife still look new to this day, even though I have it now for a couple months, and I have used it plenty of times. I don't beat it up or anything like that. Outdoors, camping, I don't hammer, I don't do any of that crazy stuff. Open boxes, open ammo boxes, stuff like that, just simple stuff on an everyday basis. So it's like an everyday carry knife. It's not my like working or camping knife, range tactical knife. It's just something that I use on a day-to-day, and I was trying to try a fixed edge knife and I like it. So like I said before, you're gonna have your leather sheet and you're gonna have the option to pick right-handed or left-handed, so anybody out there can get one of these. Out their product, you're gonna have a 65-year heirloom warranty, so if anything happened to this knife within 65 years and Trayvax still alive, you can contact them and try to fix it or probably exchange it for something else. So if you're looking for something that is really high quality and maybe you want to pass down to your kids or something like that, this is gonna be a great option to have because it's gonna last you for a fair bit. Like all the products, if you are military or first responder, you're gonna have 10% off. So let's talk a little bit about this knife. And the first thing is not like your field knife or your camping knife. This knife is super light, that it barely weighs a couple ounces, and even though it's super light, it feels like it is pretty strong, and it is pretty strong because it's made out of S35VN steel, which is a pretty good steel. The edge length for this knife is 3.5 inches, and that's a pretty universal size for a knife that you can use it for everything you want, from opening boxes. That's what I do. That's just cut that tape between the boxes and open them, or you can go outside, use it to cut some wood, do whatever you want. I think 3.5 inches is a good size. Right on top, you're gonna have like a thumb stop, like you have a couple like ridges right there. It's gonna help you a little bit to like hold on to your knife and keep everything steady. Then you're gonna have your skeletonized body, and this is gonna keep the knife super strong because you have your frame and you have a couple pieces of steel just going across, keeping that handle super hard, but at the same time you have a little weight off because it's a skeletonized handle, and that steel that go in between is not there. And at the same time you can add some paracord, you can add some tape if you want to, but you can customize your knife a little bit if you really desire to. Some people might be able to put some paracord in there. I still don't know how to really do that, so I don't do it. I keep it just like this, and it's working just fine with me. Sometimes my hands are a little bit sweaty and I still have a good grip on this knife, so I don't see a problem with having this knife like bare bones still. And here you're gonna have a index finger stop. So if you're holding the knife and you're cutting some stuff, you're gonna have this stop right here because you don't want to push on something and then your hand just gonna move forward because it's gonna get sliced open, and you don't want to go to the hospital just because you don't have that little index finger stop. So that's a little detail right there. I'm not an expert about knife, but if you look right here, you're gonna have a straight edge from like the index stop all the way to the belly or the little curve at the front, and that's gonna be your main flat edge. That's gonna be like your workhorse part or the blade. Then you're gonna have a 40-degree belly on the front. You're gonna have the option there with having the big main edge and a little bit of a curve in the front as well. So another little feature is like on the side of the blade, you're gonna have these little ridges that are gonna go a little bit diagonal, like in a little angle down. I don't really know the main purpose of this, and they don't say anything on the website, but I know when I cut some food, some sausages, stuff like that, I feel like these ridges avoid the food from sticking into the knife. You know, when you're cutting a lot of stuff and it's just stay on the side of the knife and it keeps piling up, and it's just a pain in the ass sometimes. So I noticed that this will help a little bit with that. So I think that's the main purpose in my opinion. But unlike any of the Trayvax products, this knife is made in the United States. And for you people that like to support local, here's another company that you can support, and it's made in the United States. Now we have the leather sheet right here. Like I said before, you can mount this like vertical like this or horizontal. You have the little holes in the back where you can just take like your regular belt, maybe an 1.5 inch belt, and you can attach it wherever you want in your belt. It does not really matter. Once you put your knife in, you're gonna have this little floppy thing right here that is gonna clip here like a button, and this is gonna keep your knives together. A little feature about this is that it have like a little elastic right here where like when you open it, it's just supposed to keep that flap all the way open, but it does not really work like that in my opinion. So it's like half open like this, and when you pull the knife out, it's like gonna cut a little bit into the little floppy thing. I don't know if you can see it right here, but it's like cutting into the leather a little bit, and that's a little bit of a con for me. It's not a big deal. If you want to avoid that, you can just hold this with your finger and pull the knife out, and you won't cut it, you won't mess up your sheet, but it's something that it happens at the beginning. I have a little cut on the flap. So my final thoughts of this knife, I really like it a lot. I feel like if I go more outdoors or camping a lot, this will be my main workhorse because it's super lightweight, it's a great steel, and I feel super comfortable using it. For me, on a day-to-day basis, like on an everyday carry situation, I don't think I will carry this every single day because some days I feel like, oh, this is too big to carry today, but some days I just want to carry it and put it on my belt. I don't think it's a big deal, but I think I would like more of a foldable blade if I have the option. But yeah, I like this knife a lot, and if you have the money to spend, it's $170 to pick one of these. I will tell you to pick it up because it is a great knife, and if you go camping, you go out in the field and do all this outdoor stuff, I think you can really use a knife like this and you will really appreciate the Trayvax thread. If you like this video, please hit the like button below, please subscribe, and see you till next time.